Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. Today I saw something on the internet, rumors that the USFL, United States Football League, will be making a comeback in 2022. Also, talk that the XFL will be making another comeback in spring of 2022 as well. Last year, spring of 2020, the XFL did have play a few games, and this coronavirus came out, and they canceled the season, and they haven't had it this year. They're talking about a comeback also, but will a comeback work out with USFL? The last time they were around, came out in 1983. They had some very good players: Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly, Doug Flutie, all NFL caliber players, Reggie White, Anthony Carter. A lot of them immediately after the USFL folded went right into the NFL. And I do remember I went to the first USFL game for the Washington Federals in RFK Stadium. That team never had a chance. The Redskins had just won the Super Bowl a month earlier, and people are just not interested in the Federals. And I question whether people are really interested in spring football as well. Will this succeed? Really hard to tell. It started out pretty good as a spring league. Then they wanted to go to fall competition. They ended up suing the NFL for having a monopoly. They won the lawsuit, but they only won $1. They folded immediately after. I think maybe if they keep it a spring league, it might have a chance. Depends on how badly people miss football after the regular season's over. Are people willing to watch players that couldn't make it in the NFL, or do they want to watch the very best players? And maybe some of these players actually get into the USFL. Might be some players that NFL somehow overlooked and might be in the NFL later. I think the plan in the USFL at the end was to go to fall competition and eventually merge with the NFL. I think that's what they thought was going to happen, which didn't happen. But as far as whether this other league works, well, I'd say you're going to do it. Take it slow. They want to start out with 8 teams. Do that. They want to use the same names and same uniforms as what they had before. Maybe like Chicago Blitz, LA Express, those types of teams. I doubt very much that a USFL team would succeed in Los Angeles. It didn't before. Big cities, I don't think it would. San Diego would be a good place to put a USFL team. Also, St. Louis, those would be two of them right there. I believe maybe Huntsville, Alabama might be a good place to put a USFL team as well. I don't know really in Huntsville whether people are really follow professional football, or they're more into I know they're more into college. You've got both Alabama and Auburn as popular teams over there. So I'd like to see how that would really work out if this even gets off the ground. There's been so many talks about rival leagues, and there's been many rival leagues that have tried to challenge the NFL for players. You had the World Football League, 1974. That went bankrupt. They had the new WFL in 1975. That folded. And I don't know. It's good. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if this XFL will get back up, or if this USFL will even get off the ground. I mean, I really hope it does, because I did like those uniforms that the USFL had, and I really like the league as well. Teams, I remember the Washington Federals, Boston Breakers, New Jersey Generals that had Herschel Walker, Houston Gamblers. They had Jim Kelly as a quarterback. You had the Arizona Wranglers, LA Express, Michigan Panthers, Bobby Aber as a quarterback, Anthony Carter as a receiver, Oakland Invaders. You had, for one season, you had the Pittsburgh Maulers, Birmingham Stallions, Oklahoma Outlaws, later became the Arizona Outlaws. Breakers were in Boston first year, then New Orleans next year, and then Portland last year. So they went kind of from one end of the country to the other. And I remember the Federals later became in the last season were the Orlando Renegades. And I'm trying to think of what other teams. They had the Jacksonville Express that did really good, and they're doing well in the NFL. Jacksonville Jaguars are doing well in attendance as well now. And well, will this league succeed? I hope so. I'd like to see the old USFL come back. I miss the old one. And that being said, like, subscribe, share. I thought I was out of ideas on shows, but this came up today, so I thought I would discuss what my thoughts were on USFL's possible comeback. Oh, I remember another league as well that was going to come out the year after the USFL came out was going to be the International Football League, and that was supposed to encompass the whole world. I'm talking about like 4 teams in Australia, and a team in Omaha, Nebraska, and all. That never got off the ground. I really wasn't able to get much information on that league. But anyway, like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.